Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This week's 3D club is going to be video, and I hope that you can follow along. I'm still trying to piece this all together, how to tell you how to do this, but I'm going to show you here. Remember, you can pause the video at any time while you're following along. We are going to go to classwork, and I have an image here, a bat SVG. So I'm going to click on that, and it comes up like this on my computer. I'm assuming it's going to do the same for you. And what we're going to do, we're not going to open with Cloud Convert. We're going to come over here, click on this ellipse over here. These are called ellipse, and open a new window. When you open up in the new window, now you have the opportunity over here to download the file. So click on download, and you should see it push up here, and you see I've been practicing a few times. So it comes up BAT SVG, and we are going to minimize that, and we're going to go back into our then we're going to go into further down into Tinkercad, into the assignments, and down here where it says parts. This is where it may get a little tricky for some of us. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to open it up. And no matter what, whatever you get over here, you're going to click on Tinker this. And we need these parts. So I'm going to click on this line. Don't change any of the sizes, and then I'm going to hold my Shift key, and I'm going to click on the other part, and then the third part. I should have 3 parts, and I'm going to copy. Then I'm going to go into my Tinkercad account. You guys are going to have to get there now. Get back to the home page. Hit a create. 3D design, and you should up here, it should still have the paste button. So click paste, and apparently I did not get all 3 of mine. I only got the 1, so I'm going to have to go back into Classroom, do the same thing, tinker this. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit to make sure. And the way I do that, I just roll on the roller on the mouse. So I'm going to separate these, and I'm going to click on the hinge here, and I'm going to hold Shift, and I'm going to click on the second part. And now I have both of those. And I'm going to copy. Then I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to paste them. And now I have my parts. And there we go. I'm going to name it, come up here, and I'm going to name it Flexi, Flexi Bat. Okay, because we downloaded the bat just a few moments ago. All right, now I'm going to go to import. Now this time, we're going to have to experiment a little bit. We're going to go choose File, and I'm going to go over into my download sections, choose on it, and then we have to decide the percentage, the scales. I'm going to try right away at 50%. I'm going to click on import, and that's just way too big. So I'm going to click on it again and delete, and I'm going to import it again. And I'm going to click on BAT, open, try 25%. Okay, that's more doable. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 5 inches across. Not too bad. Remember, you're going to always want to work with a light color. The pink is good with me. And I'm going to roll in, and I'm going to click on the Z axis. And right now, it comes in at 0.394. I'm just going to make it 0.3. And now what we're going to do, we're going to take the, this is the space. that's going to be between our hinges. So I'm going to move that over, and I'm going to align it. I'm going to roll back out. I'm going to align it so it's right in the center. Okay, we do not need to do anything more than that. See how it's going to cause a gap in there. Now I'm going to click on it. I'm going to copy and paste, and I'm going to use my left arrow key. I'm going to move over 5/8 of an inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to click on copy, paste, and I'm going to move it over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do less. I don't want to overwhelm you guys because this can be a tricky project. I want to make sure that everything is in order. Yep, it looks good. So now I'm going to click on that center one again. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste. Now I'm going to use my right arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to copy that. Paste it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you see what we got here? So now I'm going to group that. I'm going to click and drag over it, and I'm going to group it. And now what you have a the bat shape, and you have these little gaps between it. Now this part right here is the actual hinge. Now this is where it gets tricky. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go to the center. I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to zoom in real tight so you guys can get a good view. And now I'm going to slide it over. And here, right there, remember the snap grader? We have it at 1/8 of an inch. I'm sorry, I got an email. So I'm going to roll in, and I changed that to 1/64 of an inch. Sorry, I really apologize about that. So now I'm going to take I still have that hinge highlighted, and I'm going to start moving it over real tight. And now I'm going to roll in real close. And if you see how the hinge is inside of the crack, we need to move it over just a little bit more. We do not want it to be into the bat. And you can maneuver your cube up here around. And I'm going to roll in. See how it's in there? You have a little gap. We need to move it so it is sticking out just a little bit. See? Now I'm going to click on that. I'm going to copy and paste. And I'm going to bring it down because we're going to put 2 hinges on each part of this. And now just comes the question of getting them perfectly in there. And I guess perfectly is not really it's not really necessary to be perfect, but we need to get it as close as possible. Right? I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste. Now I'm going to use my left arrow, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to zoom in real tight. Okay. And it's still not sticking out. We'll go a little bit more. Copy, paste. I think some of you might have seen these sitting around the room. Okay, looks pretty close. Probably could go over another one. Copy, paste. And like I said, I'll try to get 2 hinges in here. The more you get to do, the more practice it is, the better you can. Now remember, you can do any silhouette that you can find online. You just might have to convert it. I provided you with the link for the converter. Okay. Now on the other side, we're going to have to flip this hinge around so it sits differently. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to copy. I'm going to slide it over. And you see this right here. We're going to click on that and we're going to rotate it 180. Okay, now it's pointing the other direction. And we're going to do the same thing. Okay. Going to copy it. I'm going to go up. Okay, that one looks better. Looks better than the other ones. Okay, I'm going to copy, paste. I'm going to try to make it so it mirrors the other side. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Looks good. See how it's right here? You can see it sticking out a little bit. Copy, paste. Come down a little bit. Oops. Okay. So now we have the hinges all in place. Now this is another, like I said, this is kind of a complex project. I will check to make sure when you get it done, if you get it done. Now see, what we have to do is, now this is a space that we're going to put in, if you see right in this area. It's another little tricky thing. It's about the size, and I'm going to go to my top view, and I'm going to roll in, and what the heck? And I'm going to try to bring it down so it's inside the hinge, but we're going to make sure that it's going to take it out, so there's going to be a gap. This is going to take a little practice. Okay, that one looks like it's in there pretty good. See how it's inside of this little box right here, but it's also cutting out into the gap we have here. Alright, I have that one done, so I'm going to click on it. I'm going to copy and paste. And I'm going to bring it down to the next one. Okay. Copy, paste. You could copy and paste them all at one time, but this gets to be a bit confusing. Okay, that one looks good. I'm going to roll in and make sure it looks pretty good. I'm going to copy, paste it. Okay. Copy, paste. Okay. Copy, paste. Okay. hope you see what I'm doing. I'm not doing too much talking. It's just a repetitive thing. I've done different shapes. I've done a snake. I've done an owl that represent BIA. That's our mascot. And copy paste. Okay. Last one. So that's what it looks like. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my 3D view. I have everything in place. It gets a little tricky now. Pay attention. I'm going to move it out here. I'm going to enlarge it a little bit. So I'm going to click just on the back. Now I'm going to hold my shift key and I'm going to go through and I'm going to click on each of these towers. So I'm going to hold the shift key. I'm going to click on that tower, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And if you miss one, we can come back to it and get it in a moment. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, let me try again. We could do half at a time. Let's just do half at a time. Let's see what happens. Now that I have those highlighted, I'm going to group. Okay, you see what happened? Okay, now I'm going to click back on the back, hold the shift key, and I'm going to click on the remaining 6 towers. That last one doesn't want to work for me. I'm going to try again. I think I'm clicking on the bat when I get over there. I'll move it closer. All right, I'm going to click on the bat, and then I'm going to click on that one, and that one. I'm going to group, and now we have the hinges that are. If you get the top view, you roll down, you can see that there's gap. There's a the hinges are free to move around. And now that we have that all done, now we're going to group the entire thing. And that's it. That is our Flexi Bat. Now remember, you can import any image you want. Let me show you that real fast so we can. So I am going to come over here and I'm going to search for, I don't know, let me do a fish silhouette. And once you start typing it in, I'm going to go to images. Your image, you want it to be pretty solid. You don't want it something like this that's going to have gaps in it. So let me see if I can find a good one. Here's a good one, just a simple one. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to right click, save image as, and I'll put fish so I don't forget. And I'm just going to leave it in my downloads. Save. Now, back in the Google Classroom, I posted JPEG to SVG. So I'm going to click on that. And you see how it has JPEG to SVG. So I'm going to choose File. I'm going to go into my downloads, find fish. Going to hit Convert. And once it's done, it says it's finished. That was a quick one. hit download. It's up here. Now if I go back to my Tinkercad, where's the other one? I can still import it. I'll just import it here to show you. Choose file. And it's going to have this, it's going to say Microsoft Edge. Click on that. And I'm just going to make it 50%. Nope, way too big. So I'm just going to undo. Import. Choose file. Fish. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go 5%. There you go. You know, maybe I could have gone bigger. You can change the sizes. Just make sure you change the height to 0.3, and you can work with that. But any image you want. If you have questions, please let me know if you do this, and I will get it printed for you.